What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So we're gonna go backtrack. We're gonna go from Monday night here backwards, but we're gonna each team and all that. I'm gonna give my take on things. Of course, this coming as Josh McDaniels has been fired again. Wow. So before I get into stats and all, but let's see something here, okay? You have, I love football, okay? I love all the teams, even though I hate the Eagles. I want them all to be great. If we beat the best, then that means we're the best, right? That's how most football fans think. So you have John Gruden. I know what happened with him. Whatever. Get over it. It is what it is. You know, we don't want people digging in our past. What we said 30 years ago, do we? Because nobody would have a job. Nobody. Be honest with yourself. So I get it. You fire him. They made some bad decisions. Antonio Brown. Unfortunate thing with Henry Ruggs. No one could have foresaw that. I liked Henry Ruggs. I liked the pick. You make one really bad decision, and it can totally bury you for years, if not the rest of your life. And that decision that night will haunt him probably for the rest of his life. Damon Arnett. I didn't mind that pick either. There was no indication of, for whatever reason, it just went sideways. So then you get Rick Bisaccia, if I'm pronouncing that right. If not, roll me in the comments. And he takes them, and they're a couple plays away from beating the Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, considered one of the best quarterbacks. Him and Mahomes are the two best right now considered. And Jackson, if he wins some playoff games and goes to the Super Bowl, he'll be right up there. Jalen Hurts, Herbert, others. I like Prescott a lot better than most, but it is what it is. Derek Carr had his best season. Okay. Maybe you should have promoted him to head coach and give him a shot. It can't be any worse than what you have now. As you signed Derek Carr to 3 years, $125 million. And then you go out and pay whatever I don't know what the contract for McDaniels was. I'll look into that in another video. But you pay that fool all that money, and he comes in, and after a year says, goodbye, Derek Carr, after trading assets to get Devontae Adams, who one of the main reasons he came there was not only to be a Raider, but to play with Derek Carr, his teammate from Fresno State. Wow. And you hire McDaniels, and then you get Jimmy Garoppolo. Look, I love Garoppolo. When Romo was there, like, let's draft him. This was before Prescott was. What was he coming to the league? 2014, I believe. I said, hey, Eastern Illinois, let's draft him. And if Romo goes down, funny thing, because what happens in 2015, Romo goes down. It'd have been nice to have Garoppolo on there, because until he went to the 49ers, he was pretty healthy, I believe. I don't think there was any issues in New England. Now, he didn't play much because Tom Brady was there. So, how are you going to beat the GOAT out for his job unless he's hurt? Which has only happened one season, 2008, on a freak play by a Chiefs player. Linebacker, nonetheless. Okay. And he can't stay healthy. Gee, what a shocker. A guy that hasn't been healthy since he was traded to the 49ers years ago, albeit led them to a Super Bowl. Can't stay healthy. Gotcha. You didn't do the one thing you could have done for Derek Carr, which has been haunting him for years. Which Dallas is getting ready to learn that lesson again. Thanks, Jerry. Fix your offensive line. Fix your defensive line. Oh no, we don't need those. Guess what? You can't stop anybody in front on the defense. You're not going to win a lot of games, no matter how good your secondary is. Those guys can only cover for so long. On the flip side, if you can't protect your quarterback, you can't get the running back any holes, and you can't give your quarterback time to hit receivers or tight ends, you're not going to win a lot of football games. Football, even though it can be complicated, the schemes and the play calling and the motions and the movements, so on and so forth, is simple. If you have one of the best offensive lines in the league, and you have one of the best defensive lines, and then you get a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow, you got a chance to win a Super Bowl every year. You look at New England. When they had a really good defense and really good offensive lines and Tom Brady, they won Super Bowls. They went to championships. They were vying for a championship every single season. They were winning their division every single season, or at least competing first or second place every single season, winning playoff games every single season. You let your offensive line falter, and now they're struggling. They missed the playoffs last year. They're probably going to miss them again this year because they let it fall apart. The Rams, I think they're going to be a lot better than people think, and I think they have a sneaky chance of making the playoffs. But F them picks. And they've struggled. They've absolutely struggled. Anyway, that's my rant on the Raiders. Good riddance. Josh McDaniels. I'm sure Mitchell Rentz is thrilled. Now his Raiders have a chance to hire a real head coach and maybe get a decent quarterback in this upcoming year's draft. This should be an exciting draft for the Raiders, I hope. And good luck to y'all. I'd love to see the Raiders back in competition because that is an exciting team to watch. And it's a shame what their fans have had to go through. But let's get into this. Let's go over the stats for the Raiders against the Lions. Garoppolo is 10 out of 21 for 126. No touchdowns, no sacks. Or no, one interception. Sorry. Let me see in here. Yeah, no touchdowns, one pick. And his average was 6 yards. Josh Jacobs, 15-61 and a touchdown. They ran the ball 18 times for 80 yards. Devontae Adams had one catch for 11 yards. Now, Jimmy Garoppolo was running for his life. So, when you don't have a good offensive line, you have Colton Miller. Outside of that, I don't see much on the offensive line. Of course, you had some fumbles. You got good young defensive players. Nate Hobbs had a sack. Your best corner. Marcus Peters had an interception. DeAndre Carter, not much there. Just not much there. Let's see what the Lions did here. Stop doing that. So Jared Goff was 26 out of 37, 272, one touchdown and one interception. Not bad, not great, but not horrible. Why is this doing this? I don't want this. What is this thing doing? Okay, this is starting to tick me off. Jahmyr Gibbs had 26 carries for 152 yards. I think they found a star running back and a touchdown. They ran the ball 43 times for 222 yards. Wow. Receiving, Amon-Ra St. Brown was 6 for 108. Sam Laporta was 8 for 57. 5 for 37 for Jahmyr Gibbs. Jamison Williams was 2 for 16. Alex Anzalone was 7 tackles for 2 sacks. Tracy Walker had a sack. Aleem McNeil had 2 sacks. Julian Okwara had a sack. No sacks for Hutchinson. I don't know what's going on with him. I figured he'd have a really good night. Interception by Kirby Joseph. Not a whole lot on returns. Patterson was 4 for 5 on field goals. So when you build your team correct, okay, and the Lions have a chance to go out there in next year's draft. I don't know what their draft order is. We'll start going over that soon when I get back from vacation in a few weeks. Or in a couple weeks, I'm leaving for vacation, but when I get back, we'll start making draft videos because we'll be in towards the end of college football season, and we can start doing that. But they have a chance to get their young quarterback and still keep Jared Goff for him to sit behind for a year if need be. And they have a young nucleus around. They have a good GM, I'm guessing good head coach because they're really doing well this year. So, and I picked the Vikings to win the division, so that's pretty much over. Yeah. Unless Jaron Hall is the next Brett Favre or something. Yeah. But I picked the Lions to make the playoffs and to compete for the division. They could easily win this division if the Packers keep playing like they are, the Bears keep playing like they are, and the Vikings quarterback thing does not work out. But let's go into for all those Derek Carr haters. So he's drafted in 2014 like Garoppolo. He's second round pick. His 2023 so far, 182 completions at 282 attempts, 64.5%, 1,910 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 picks, longest pass plays 58 yards. He's on pace projected at 387 completion, at 599 attempts, 64.5 completion, 4,059 yards, 17 touchdowns, 9 picks, which is not great. Let's see if we can. They're not giving me what I'm looking for here. Let's see if this will. Okay, 2014. 16 games played, 348 out of 599, 58% completion, 3,270 yards, 21 touchdowns, 12 picks. 2015, 16 games played, 350 out of 573, 61%, so improved 3%. His yards went up about 700 yards, so 3,987 yards, 32 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 2016, 15 games played, 357 out of 560, 63% completion, 3,900 something yards again, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks. 2017, 15 games played, 323 completions, 550 out of 515, 62.7, 3,496 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 picks. 2018, 16 games played. 2019, 16 games played. 381 the first year, 361 out of 553, 513. 70% 1 year. In 2019, he had 70% completion, 4,054 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 picks. 2020, 16 games played, 348 out of 517, 67%, 4,103 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 picks. 2021, 17 games played, 428 out of 626, 68% completion, 4,804 yards, 23 touchdowns, 14 picks. 15 games played, 305 out of 502, 24 touchdowns, 14 picks. So career so far, 150 games played, 3,383 completions out of 5,240 attempts, 64% completion, over 64%. 37,132 yards, 103 touchdowns, 87 interceptions. I believe is what that is. Yeah. Wait a minute. No, 225 touchdowns, 103 interceptions. So you gave that up. Let's compare Jimmy Garoppolo. Fair or unfair? Let's go Jimmy Garoppolo here. Okay, 2014, he was drafted out of Eastern Illinois, same as Romo, to the New England Patriots. 6 games played. We're not even going to count that. Let's go out of New England because he had 6 games played. 14, 15, he had 5. 16, he had 6. He wasn't beating out the GOAT. 2017, 6 games played. 120, 178, 1,580 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 picks. 2018, 3 games played, 53 out of 89, 59% completion. His highest completion percentage is 68%. 69%, I'm sorry. Derek Carr's was 70. Most games played is 16. All right, so let's go 2019. 16 games played, 329 out of 476, 69%. 3,900, never over 3,900 yards. 27 touchdowns, 13 picks. That was the year they went to the Super Bowl. 2020, 6 games. 2021, 15 games. 2022, 11 games. 2023 already, he's missed 2 games out of 8. He's played 6. Career, he started 80 games. 1,277 attempts, or completions out of 1,894 attempts. 67.4. 15,494 yards. I mean, it's not even close. If you're just going off stats alone, it's not even close. I don't know how anybody could think he's better. And he's had better weapons in San Francisco, New England at the time, and now at the Raiders. And he can't stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. The dude gets injured. If you sneeze at him, he's hurt. He's in a cast. So I don't get it. You all explain to me the Derek Carr hate and the Jimmy Garoppolo love. I don't hate the guy, but he can't stay healthy. And explain the trade and how you think it. Let me know if you're a Raiders fan, you actually think you're better off. But let me know if you're honest, if you're happy about Josh McDaniels being gone. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications, because when we hit 100 subscribers, we will be doing a free giveaway. NFL shirt, t-shirt, whatever, hat, jersey, maybe. So, yeah. Love y'all. Peace out.